Welcome back to Limbus Company, Daily Mirror Dungeon. Last time we did the Blade Lineage run, so logically today, we're going to be doing Kurokumo. Now, a couple of things to note before we actually get into this run. So I've done quite a few runs, but you can see by, looking here, I've gotten everything except the banner. I'm like 2 runs away from getting everything. But also, E.G.O Gift Compendium, there's a couple of really notable E.G.O Gifts here, notably, Sublimity and Unbending. You get these by fusion. You need to fuse the Rusted Hilt with either the Fractured Blade, which gives you the Kurokumo Sword, or the Broken Blade, which gives you the, Blade Lineage Sword, basically. I managed to get them both. It took a little bit to get them, but yeah, we'll see if we can get them in this run. They're interesting effects. But either way, we're running Blade Lineage, no, Kurokumo this time, so it's more bleed focused than poise focused, starting with Fractured Blade, so hopefully we can get a hold of the hilt so we can fuse the sword, and Wound Declared, because why wouldn't we take Wound Declared, be honest. It's just too good. Wait, I gotta actually set the team up, and I'll probably just do, like, something like... I'm also gonna have you on the team because you're like a good bleed ID, and you know, it'd be nice to throw on. You've got the red plum blossoms, it's funny, a little bit of poise bleed synergy. Might as well, right? Might as well. But yeah, I haven't used Kurokumo Clan too much. I used him for like the first half of the mid chapter. I think that's all I've used him so far. He's a little bit frail. He's very likely to just get staggered and die, it feels like. He is a 2-star though. So that's how it goes then. Right. Oh. I mean, Kurokumo Gregor, no matter what, is still just better than Chef Gregor. So if that is the threshold we're judging him off of, yeah, then he's good. Then he's very good. Yeah. I'm still not fully set on my opinions on him. The other new IDs I have pretty solid opinions on now. I think I need to use Kurokumo Gregor a little bit more. I still have to see for sure, right? He looks cool. He's a very cool looking ID, that's for sure. I really wish he was a 3-star and Faust was a 2-star though. That's like my opinion on it. I think if they were like switched and ranking, I think that would have made a lot of sense, right? I don't know. But once again, I guess Gregor did get Chef Gregor lately, so he doesn't really need a new 3-star too much, something like that, yada yada. Not that it always matters the most, but maybe it mattered this time. Either way, we continue on. So, what we're looking for to find the hilt is, we're going to find the hilt in one of these, event question mark encounters. Not this one. This is how we get Black Ledger, which is, probably the worst of the gifts. It's just resources. See if we can get it. Nope. 30 HP damage. That's fine. Oh? Oh, if you fail that check, you still get to proceed. Oh, I've never failed that check before. Okay, we're with the Blade Lineage. Yeah, tell us we're with the Blade Lineage Kurokumo person. And then we get Black Ledger, yeah. I've never failed the first check before because I usually have Kim on my team in this dungeon, Kim Murso, whatever the nickname for that entity is. And I don't this time, so not guaranteed because Murso is a 20 minus 12 for a skill 3, and you need like a 12 to pass the check or something like that. So he just always did it successfully. Any more poise? Faust skill, meh. Gregor skill, sure, we'll give you another skill 3. And we'll take the cigarette holder, and that'll probably be good. Yeah. We press on. Or even we've got some blunt in this team, because Gregor's got a little bit of blunt, so maybe we can get benefit from there. Your skill 2 is a blunt skill. It's the only blunt skill in this entire mirror world, though. None of the other Kurokumo or Blade Lineage IDs have a single blunt. There's some of them are piercy. Like, quite a few have, like, a pierce skill. And you're just entirely pierced for some reason, so... that's how it breaks up.
재미는 없겠지만 그렇게 할게요.
This guy time. Nice. Yeah, it seems to be doing good. Quite a few of the members of the team still really need to get some sanity up. Hungry, for example, was at 0 before that clash.
걱정 마시오. 최후의
Hopefully that's something we can manage to do. And Nebulizer was a super good get for us, because we do want poise. Especially because, like, you're poise too. You're also not Kurokumo, but you're on the team, because, I really want to make some use of Red Plum Blossom, and it's the kind of thing that really does not see much usage on the Blade Lineage team. That's the main thing about bringing her. Would be nice. Although I do know it's kind of, ruining the sanctity of, like, the Kurokumo run, that sort of thing. And that's fine. It's a shame that E.G.O's gonna lose all that bleed next turn because of his funny, like, funny debuff purge thing he does at below half HP. But that's alright, he's still staggered, so we just kill him like that. Okay. Speaking of killing people. Nice. Yeah, no more bleed, so sad. Kill that guy for me. In retaliation for, the removal of the bleed. Nice. And now that should be easy pickings here, of course. Yeah, you're staggered, so you're gonna take full damage from this. Down you go. Nice. Just works. Yeah. No announcement for Project Moon this morning, so it seems like next week's gonna be nothing week as expected. It is the time of the season when we're only gonna be getting things every other week from now on. Makes enough sense. We can get the plushie, sure thing. Event. It's up there. If we want to go for the event, we're gonna have to miss the rest stop. That's fine. It's worth it. If we can get the hill tier, that'd be good. That'll work. Seems good. Yeah, they do all resist Pierce, unfortunately. I'd much rather if everyone resisted Blunt, but, oh well. We do have a Blunt unit on the team with Gregor's skill too, so maybe it's a good thing that they're neutral to the Blunt. And a little bit of this. Been good. Cloud Cutter is only going to get to go twice. That's fine. Still better than a skill one, even if it only gets 2 coins. Yeah, just you 3 left. You 3 are bleeding a little bit. Just a little bit, though. Let's see if we can make you bleed even more, then. Because we can't live with just a little bit of bleed, right? Surely not. We need to make it more. That's how it goes. After all. Finally got cool. Good stuff. No. Then we now have a normal slash fight, so it's gonna be like bugs, can't have 2 enemies, something like that. Yeah, can't have 2 enemies, it is. And there's some that are weak to Pierce too, but we also can hit them with Pierce, luckily enough. Yeah, we've got like a perfect like damage type team. We're using Pierce on these 2 and Slash on these 3. Cool stuff. Okay. Looks good.
적중에 정신 못 차리는 녀석이 있네.
And then they're mostly staggered. So once again, we just kind of do whatever to finish them off, right?
필요 없을 거예요.
배는 맛은
Sure.
있는 편이 좋은데.
Seems good. Oh,
검을 덜 갈았었나?
우리가 우세. 서둘러 끝내보자고.
재미는 없겠지만 그렇게 할게요.
거참
적확한 한압이었어. 그건 즐겁네요.
거참
there we go. Okay. Now we gotta do another event. If we are lucky, we'll get the hilt from it, but there's like, what, 5, 6 events? Something like that? I don't remember the number. Maybe just be 5, though. Oh, this is the one where we get the hilt. Okay, cool. Right, slashing is the good way to go when wielding a blade. Share their opinion. You're guaranteed here. That's nice. And now we've got the hilt. So we need to head to the rest stop on the next floor, and we just need to fuse the fractured blade and the rest of the hilt together, and then we'll get sublimity, I believe. That's the Kurokumo sword. It'll be nice to have. I do think.
거치적거리지만 마.
적확한 한압이었어.
Precise move.
효과적이네요. 이 방식을 기억하는 게 좋겠어요.
저들이 추풍과 같이 흔들려 보다 유리하지 않겠어.
Look good.
배는 맛은 있는 편이
왜
좋은데.
이렇게 흐느적대?
I don't know. I don't really have too much else to say. I feel like I'm saying like literally nothing this run. I think I'm just a little out of it. No reason in particular. It's just like that some mornings.
이런 상황인데도 어떻게
I mean, Ruina stream tomorrow. We gotta plug that, of course. You can join that if you so desire. It'll be funny, I'm sure. Trying to think what else is going on. If there's anything else of note to bring up. Nothing really coming to my mind. One sloth, golden apple. Yep.
이만하면 순항이죠.
Well, we can slash you a bunch. You do resist slash, unfortunately. We don't have our blunt attack ready this turn. That's unfortunate. But it's also, like, perfectly fine. You also resist lust and pride, which is a little unfortunate. You're weak to sloth, though, so the moonlit blade dance will do decently, I guess. That's a plus. Well, we can just start bleeding you a bunch. I guess that's gonna be the play. Yeah, this way you should just be bleeding a wee bit.
유감 없는 싸움을 기대하겠어.
Plum Blossom Scatter. Actually, we should probably save that. And that's the one that inflicts just 10 red Plum Blossoms immediately. Might be a nice idea to save some of our really strong attacks. Yeah, we'll do something like that. Okay. Looks good. Yeah, staggered. No need to go all out here. Already at 99 bleed potency, though, that's for sure. I actually don't think I showed what the actual Kurokumo blade does, but it means the first time a Kurokumo ID deals damage in a scene, they just inflict 4 bleed potency and 4 bleed count, which is basically our only source of bleed count on this team, it feels like.
상황인데도 어떻게 끝이 보이네요. 조금만 더 해보죠.
Let's just bonsai you a bunch. I think that would be funny. We'll do that, actually. Okay. Looks good. We'll get the one sides to go, like, first. And, you know, that's some bleed up.
유효타 좋아. 계속 집중하지.
Not a lot of bleed count, though, unfortunately.
능력 평가? 양호.
어우, 제대로 꽂혔는데.
There's our bleed count infliction. A little bit of unfortunate time for it, but that's fine. It'll still help.
아름다운 것.
Get the red plum blossoms up.
그렇지 않은 것.
And make sure we bleed stack even more with crits and the like,
일개 부위가 떨어져 나갔네요. 굿.
which is nice.
지금은 기세를 다시 잡았군요.
Yeah, you managed to break the body that turn. Alright. This is the turn we're just gonna attack the head a bunch, I think. See how that goes, right? Like that, yeah.
거치적거리지만 마.
See how it goes.
부위 하나가 파괴되었어. 이대로 똑같이만 한다면 모든 부위를 파괴시킬
Paralyze, make sure we win clashes and the like.
훌륭하오. 이외에 특별히 첨언.
And we kill you.
역시
Okay.
모르네.
That was pretty convenient, wasn't it? Doing basically just enough damage. Finish that guy off, not letting him go for any of those one-sideds. All the stuff you could ask for. Okay. Multi-weight skills, not really something we're using a lot of. Bloom Pride Wrath. I guess where you have a decent bit of pride, though. Yeah, I'll take Grey Coat just to probably get the pride mounting trial. So we can keep our pride damage up. Ideally, we would have gotten lost, but that's alright. Oh, that is really unfortunate. That is very unfortunate. We're gonna need to miss literally everything on this floor if we want to get to the rest stop. Yeah, we need to just go full bottom path if we want any chance of getting there. Well, I guess that's what we gotta do then. We gotta get the funny sword. Also means we'll have like a decent bit of like cost and stuff when we get there at least, so we'll definitely be able to get Wound Declared ++. I went to the shop, who knows, maybe I would have spent everything a little too soon.
방금 벌레 말은 듣지 않다는 사람 누구야?
거치적거리지만 마.
왜 이렇게 흐느적대?
적확한 한압이었어.
아름다운 것.
You get those plum blossoms up. Oh, nice. So we can crit you and stuff and get more bleed going.
적중에 정신 못 차리는 녀석이 있네.
처리해 볼까요? 인내적인 조치는 필요 없을 거예요.
유효타 좋아. 계속 집중하지.
지금은 기세를 다시 잡았군요.
뭐 위기에 강하다. 그런
Definitely looking forward to whatever Reign of Season 0 banner we're going to be getting the week after this week. Right? Because, like, we haven't gotten very many Season 0 stuff at this point. This season. Because we've gotten the DHE banner, and we've gotten the Sank banner, and that's the only Season 0 stuff we've had this entire season.
단테, 이번에는 누굴 베어버리면 되는
So it's been like a very large, like, gap, it feels like, since we've gotten stuff like that. Which I do like a lot. Especially because Season 0 stuff just kind of tends to be associations. Which, don't get me wrong, associations are very cool.
배는 맛은 있는 편이 좋은데.
But, we've already gotten, like, 5 IDs for everyone. And we're probably gonna get a sheep identity or something. It logically feels like it, or maybe not. Maybe we get, like, Liu or something. Would be nice, too.
치명적인 한방이었어.
거의 진압되겠는걸요?
I don't know, though.
맞아. 여기까지 다 울리지 않았어? 유효타 좋아. 계속 집중하지.
And you're doing some damage to us, we're fine. You're countering this turn. You're, you know, death. Your big giant counter of death. Gregor can handle it, though. He can take the counter, I think. He'll be fine. What's the worst that can happen?
그렇게 할게요.
You could die. That's the worst that can happen, logically speaking. What are the odds of that? Yeah, Shadow Cloud, this guy's clean up. Out Jun Jun, Gregor. You cannot out Jun Jun when he's got counters like that. Okay, but we're fine, though. We're doing decently. That's good. Damn with that Shadow Cloud, Shatter Cleave. Still just a really fun skill name to say. You know, Shadow Cloud, Shatter Cleave, Shadow Cloud, Shatter Cleave. I think I made the tongue twister joke in, like, the identity overview. I think I did, but that's because it fits.
조금만 더 해보죠.
Okay. We win these. Nice. We stagger these? No. Well, you're almost out of allies, so you don't do too much damage there. And Ryosha should be able to stagger you. Probably just kill you with a double cleanup, right? Yeah, it looks like it. There we go. Simple as that. Gregor got staggered, but he's doing alright, right? He's fine. Oh, more poise. Cool. Love to see it. And now you get to fight some Pekatule. Some, not just any old Pekatule, though. Some big Pekatule, which I know everyone loves. Loves their big Pekatule.
자, 맞서보죠.
We're gonna have level 1 attack go through. What can we take these anyway?
아니잖아요.
Probably that, yeah. Like that. One of those two. Oh well, let's focus on seeing what we can clash against first and foremost. This is the only thing you can clash against. I can clash against those. Sure. And everyone else has actually decent speed, so it doesn't matter as much, but they clash. We'll try something like that, though. Looks good. Ignoring one of the Wrath guys, but we should be pretty fine with that. And you should be weak to Blunt and Lust, so this should do decent damage. Yeah, looks like it.
그렇게 무르진 않네.
Ooh.
효과적이네요. 이 방식을
Yeah,
기억하는 게
5
좋겠어요.
damage taken. Okay. That was a fine attack to let go through. And we'll get an additional skill slot for Gregor now, so won't have to worry about anything being unclashed in future. Okay, you're the only one who can take that because of speed stuff. Everyone else should be able to do things fairly easily, though. Sure. Actually do that. Flash that one. Fair Plaid Shattercleave this guy, just kill it, hopefully.
그렇게 할게요.
Here being hopefully, because I think we'd be, I think they only die if we get all heads, which we should do, logically speaking. There's always a chance of failure, though. Nice.
훌륭하오.
And you get a little bit of healing too, thanks to it being a gloom skill, and the fact that we've got the coat.
그렇지 않은 것.
You always gotta be wary of those, like, yeah, they're probably gonna work type flashes, though. Because, like, you know, even like a 99% chance of success will fail fairly frequently, all things considered, given how many, like, skills go off in, like, a single run, you know?
적확한 하나비였어.
And there's not a lot of skills with 99% chances of, you know, winning flashes, so a little bit of a weird comparison to make, but
끝을 내도 될 것 같아.
that's fine. I'm not concerned with weird comparisons. Sometimes comparisons must be weird.
재미는 없겠지만 그렇게 할게요.
흐트러지게.
But you never know when it's gonna happen. It would be cool if it actually showed us our percentage chance of, like, winning the clash instead of just being like, oh yeah, favored, dominating. But I also understand why they don't do that.
이 기세를
And also at that point, it's just like Fire Emblem.
역시 모르네.
최고의 선택이었어.
Just you left, that's fine.
배는 맛은 있는
We just hit you with one of these and you die. There we go. Now we've got, like, what, 2 more normal fights this floor before we finally get to the rest stop. I really wish the rest stop was just early on floor 3 instead. But that's something I've complained about before, I think. No, it's not really that big of a deal. It's just annoying for using the sword. We got lucky enough to actually get the hilt early enough so that we'll actually be able to use the gift.
예리한 검으로 하는 예술.
Although this is like the worst possible floor layout for such a thing. Because we have to pass up so many events in the shop just to get here.
맞서보죠.
We've
우리들에게
still got more fights to do before we actually even get there.
있는 편이 좋은데.
You guys resist slash, unfortunate. We're still going to slash you guys to death, don't get me wrong, but it is unfortunate. Pierce weakness is nice to start like Lenticular Swirl, though. Oh, that's one of the ones that's weak to Blunt instead of Pierce. Never mind, then. Then we gotta pull out our Blunt attack and use that on some of the ones that are weak to Blunt instead of Pierce, right? Makes enough sense.
이만하면 순항이죠. 바람도 딱 좋네.
These guys are all weak to Blunt. Interesting.
무대배들.
That's fine. We got a Gregor skill 2 to throw at one of them, and we can also stagger some of them here. Which means they're now weak to slash and pierce and all that good stuff. And they're unlikely to survive another turn, so they're never going to go back to having resistances, I'd say.
그렇게 무르진 않네.
Yeah.
역시 모르네. 우리가 우세를 점하면 방심하면 안 돼.
New
완벽하고 빈틈없이 모든 걸 끝마쳐야 하지 않겠어?
as a beat.
꽤 잘 갈려.
I do wonder if by the end of these 4 weeks I'm gonna be tired of like the Blade Lineage like
제대로 꽂혔네.
event mirror dungeons. It's gonna happen every run. I mean, I'm probably gonna stick to usually going with like the normal bosses sometimes, and not always doing Kim for the final boss. It might vary depending on the run. I don't know.
이번에는 누굴 베어버리면 되는 거야?
I might like it if there was like a toggle or something, because it's really cool. But for someone who does mirror dungeons so much, it effectively just reduces the amount of variety in mirror dungeons, you know? Because whenever you see like a event fight, you know it's just going to be Kurokumo Clan. Whenever you see an event risk encounter, you know it's just going to be Jun. Whenever you see an event abnormality, you know it's just going to be Wrath, Gloom, and Big Wrath, Big Glooms.
효과적이네요. 이 방식을
And of course,
기억하는
final boss on the final floor, whenever you see that pride/alternate choice, it's always going to be Kim. I don't know, for now it's it is more variety. But I do wonder if I'm gonna be tired of it by the end.
역시
왜 이렇게 흐느적대?
검을 덜 갈았었나?
Especially because, like, I'm gonna have no use for the Bloodied Scabbard
왜 이렇게 흐느적대?
after, you know, this run, and then I only need 100 more Scabbards, and then I can get the final reward being the cosmetic. I haven't even grinded that much, I don't think. It feels like such a short grind for this event compared to the others. Kinda sad there's not, like, an infinite use for the Bloodied Scabbards.
이대로만 계속해보면 좋을
Like, just
것
make it so I
같아.
can just infinitely get, like, silver XP tickets or something. Like, give me a use for them beyond maxing it out. Well, anyways, we can get Sublimity now, take the Fractured Blade, take the Rusted Hilt, fuse them together. There we go. Activate when there are 3 or more Kurokumo identities. All allies gain 2 slash power up and deal 35% more slash damage. When a Kurokumo identity deals damage for the first time, inflict an additional 4 bleed potency and 4 bleed count. Yeah, what I mentioned earlier. Pretty cool. And we can upgrade Wound Cleric to max. We can upgrade Nebulizer to max. We can upgrade Ornamental Horseshoe to max. And I guess we can upgrade Pendant Assault to max. We're getting a lot of 20% and not spending costs there. Yeah, we still have so much cost. Jeez. Anything we can fuse? Doesn't look like it. We don't have enough Wrath stuff. I think these are the only Wrath stuff we have, and I do not want to get rid of those for just a random Wrath or random bleed gift. Oh no, we want Lust. That's right. We don't have even less Lust. Yeah, we've got genuinely not a single Lust E.G.O gift beyond this one, which we can't even fuse. That's alright. Well, we've got a fox to bleed to death. Or not a fox, a wolf. I get those animals confused so much. I so often call, like, this guy a fox, and I also often call the actual fox a wolf.
네, 입감 양호합니다.
It's a very strange issue to have. Flash anything here? No, okay, that's fine. Love to let someone get hit. You let you get hit. Do that. Okay. We'll see just how well we can start bleeding up the wolf. Especially with that Wound Cleric, the bleed's going to be super easy to maintain. And you can see we got the 4 bleed potency, 4 bleed count there, thanks to Sublimity. A little bit of crit damage.
평가? 양호.
어우, 제대로 꽂혔는데.
And then you get hit a bit. Nothing we can do about that though. That's fine.
부상 없이 나오는 게
We just one-side the body a bunch this turn, I guess. No, we probably want to clash. Just so we can get more bleed damage. I like that.
재미는 없겠지만 그렇게 할게요.
Yeah, there's the stagger though. Cloud Cutter, there's no way Cloud Cutter is getting 4 coins. This guy's got 30 bleed count. And we do break the body here. Not that it's a part you can actually like break. It's not like one of those, but it's still at 0, which is nice to see.
좋아, 계속 집중하지. 한 방 먹였네. 이 기세를 모아서 뚫어보자고.
Mass attacking. A little bit rude. We'll flash out with like something probably. Who's not doing much this turn? Doesn't look like you're doing too much. Okay, you can do that then. That'll work. Seems good. Probably should have had Probably use Cloud Cutter though, so we can trigger the Nebulizer for even more poise. Okay, 28 Red Plum Blossoms increases our crit chance and stuff, and allows us to inflict even more bleed. Not that we can inflict more bleed at this point though. It increases crit damage too, which is nice.
되는 건 즐겁네요.
현명한
A wise
판단이요.
decision. Forsooth. Now I get the final floor. We can double bleed infliction. Don't mind if I do. It seems a little bit beneficial, you know? Just a wee bit. We think something like this. That'll work. Sounds good.
제가 원하는 대로 베어버려도 되나요?
It is funny how this team doesn't have a single Wrath on it. You'd really think some of the Kurokumo would be at least a little bit wrathful, right? But no. No Wrath at all. They're just like full lust, it seems. Then, good to see. Which of these three do we ignore? Probably you, okay. Oh wait, can you clash anything? Oh, you can't clash anything. Oh, you can clash that, okay. That's good then. Go for that, then we just gotta redirect those two. It shouldn't be too hard. Looks good.
거치적거리지만 마.
Got a lot of bleed on this one, thanks to being Cloudburst and being the first enemy hit by a Kurokumo ID this turn.
유효타 좋아.
Yep.
계속 집중하지.
A little bit of bleed.
아까처럼만 해. 그럼 이번 전투도 쉽게 갈 수 있을 거야.
아름다운 것, 그렇지 않은 것, 흐드러지게.
And you resisted decently well enough. I think most people in this team resist slash logic, and most Kurokumo and Blade Lineage IDs resist slash, while the actual enemies are weak to it. Just for the sake of actually giving you a benefit to using them, I guess. I guess, like, that isn't obviously blind, it's not really something I need to guess about, but, It's a matter of habit.
재미는 없겠지만
We get Nebulizer here, get even more poise going. Now it's got a 100% poise chance now. Pretty nice. You're a little far from this. I mean, the only people who really care about the poise are Faust and Rodion. And they're the two that have 100% poise chances at this, or 100% crit chances at this rate. At this point. A lot of misspeaking going on, eh?
효과적이네요. 이 방식을 기억하는
It'd be like that. It really does.
되는 건 즐겁네요.
Well, we've still killed most of them. Half of them remain, though, so it's not exactly most of them, but...
여기서 방심하면 안
이제
돼.
다 울리지 않았어?
지휘팀이라면 완벽하고 빈틈없이 모든 걸 끝마쳐야 하지 않겠어?
Like that.
재미는 없겠지만 그렇게
See
할게요.
how this goes. Tails. Rude.
방금 공격은 좋았어. 이대로만 계속해보면 좋을 텐데.
Should finish most of them off with our just flurry of random attacks here and there.
역시
Does this one live? It might. No, it just barely died. Good stuff. We did enough damage with Ryoshi's skill 1 that it still perished. Oh, quaint. Fair perversion reverberation does very little for us. This is more bleed, we'll take it. And more defense level down. Which is funny.
오호, 이거 됐네. 상품 없냐?
Then yeah. Keep on full sending it straight forward, and we get to do some event fights.
자, 회전 끝.
Yippee.
유감 없는 싸움을 기대하겠소. 재미는 없겠지만 그렇게 할게요. 좀 더 잘 뵐 수 있을 것 같은데요.
방금 공격은
Good
좋았어.
stuff.
이대로만 계속해보면 좋을 텐데.
적중에 정신 못 차리는 녀석이 있네.
And then, yeah, you got a lot of slash attacks.
재미는
Kill these guys for me, won't you?
그렇게 할게요.
Yeah, Gregor definitely kills here. Wouldn't be shocked if he just kills this other random guy. Yeah, this guy's got a little bit of HP. Almost died.
공격 능력
Unfortunately, not quite.
검을 덜
제대로
갈았었나?
꽂혔는데.
And you're unstaggered. That's fine.
다소
You'll get
유리하구나.
staggered here pretty easily. Yep. And we kill them all this turn. Red plum blossoms scatter, as they do.
되는 건 즐겁네요.
아무튼 놀라운 한방이네요.
My question mark, which one do we get? Red tassel, sure. It's good. It's really good. So there's no need to complain. Who's got the best chances? You... No... I don't want someone throwing, and I feel like you've got the best chances. Yeah, red tassel, all enemies have 0.3 higher slash resistance. aka take 30% more slash resistance, as long as they're not already weak to slash, unfortunately. So it's not going to affect like Kim or anything like that, because that's already slash weak.
오늘도 즐거운 하루의 시작이네. 그렇지?
거치적거리지만 마.
볼륨 좀 확인해 볼게. 대답 소리가 잘 들리지 않아서.
좀 더 잘 뵐 수 있을 것 같은데요. 적확한 한압이었어.
그렇게 무르진 않네. 방금 공격은 좋았어. 이대로만 계속해보면 좋을 텐데.
한 방 먹였네. 이 기세를 모아서 뚫어보자고.
Currently also in a state of, suffering from my own actions. I put off, a classwork thing until today, and it's due today. So I'm gonna work on that after this episode. It's nothing that'll take too long, though, but you know how it is.
효과적이네요.
Procrastination is not good. Does that stop me? No. It shouldn't be too bad. It's still the morning of, so that's the thing. I'm gonna work on it for a couple hours, and it should be done. Couldn't be anything too bad, I don't think.
거치적거리지만 마.
But it's still, like, also kind of on my mind right now, so I'm a little bit distracted because of that. You know how it is. We love procrastination. Usually, I actually do procrastination with, like, editing, usually. Like, I usually edit, like, 3 hours or so before the actual video goes up, despite them being, like, recorded, like, the morning, sometimes, like, the day before. Another thing I should probably try changing, because that is a very bad idea sometimes. Like, what if something goes wrong? Chances of something going wrong are always fairly high in any situation, so... What if? Cut this guy in half. Cut this guy in twain for me, won't you, Ryoshu? Or Rodion? Oh, darn. Didn't cut him in twain.
적확한 한압이었어.
아까처럼만 해. 그럼 이번 전투도 쉽게 갈 수 있을 거야.
Cloud Cutter does enough damage to kill that guy, as you'd expect. Because the target didn't have any bleed count on usage, and that's when it actually counts the bleed count on target. If you inflict a bunch of bleed count on it, it still gets the 4 coins, as long as it didn't have those coins when the clash started. That sort of deal. And just one guy left. Okay. 5 HP on him, so the bleed is gonna just kill him instantly. Alright, we get our shop, and then we get to fight Kim. See just how it goes. I think I've, like, only been running Blade Lineage teams, like, mostly. Not exclusively, though. I was running a random other team a couple times. I switched to just running Blade Lineage still for efficiency. Because I don't really need the Starlight right now. I'd still like more of it, but I'm at 7,000, which is, pretty good, as is. Let's see, what else do we want? Faust Skill 3 is not a bad idea. Sure, I'll take it. Nothing really calling out to me. I think we've gotten most, like, the really good stuff already. We'll grab that, I guess, and we'll grab Bloody Gadget from damage up on someone. Most of this team has less, because that's, like, Kurokumo's specialty. And into the Kim fight we go. Hi ho, off to the Kim fight we go.
아이씨, 방금 벌레 말은 듣지 않는다는 사람 누구야?
See what we can clash against. We can clash everything, that's good. Okay. Cloud Cutter going first is very convenient, so we can actually do it when you don't have the bunch of bleed count and stuff. And it means you're already at 40 bleed potency. Trying to dodge, not on my watch.
공격 능력 평가? 양호.
제대로 꽂혔는데.
Yeah, there's the stagger. Alright. Unfortunately, we don't have White Gossipiem, so, I think Kim's probably just dead?
저들이
Based on past patterns, he's not really one to survive too much after being staggered. Although, who knows, maybe this is his time to shine. We get that 2-coin Cloud Cutter off. We love it.
아름다운 것. 그렇지.
Get those plum blossoms up to make us really have a good time.
좋아, 계속 집중하지.
효과적이네요. 이 방식을 기억하는 게 좋겠어요.
Yeah, down he goes. Poor guy, he just bled to death. We didn't even have anything too insane for bleed. Which is the funniest part. Like, we didn't have any, like, either the Gossipiems.
아주 만족스럽구만. 좋아. 오늘 회식이다. 조장님 카드 갖고 온다. 아무도 빼지 마.
Night's a team drinking night. Sounds great, Gregor. Sounds fantastic. Give me my 220 scabbards. 3 levels. Making good progress towards whatever my next goal is. Although, I'm probably gonna slow down the mirror dungeons once again. The off-screen mirror dungeons, because 40 modules. Not a lot. I had 200 a couple days ago. Kinda shows you the grind and how it never ends. But yeah, one more run and then we'll be able to get the actual fancy banner. See if it's cool or something. You can hope. I think I heard, like, the banner might be busted too. I know, like, apparently, like, a lot of the animated stuff, like, I think the banner border, or whatever they call it, the actual, like, profile pic, like, borders for the event apparently are bugged and they're not animated right now. Which sure is interesting. Kurokumo Honolulu, funny to see you here. How funny indeed. South, and finally, see what we get here. The funny pull, and it's 3 shoot. That's fine. Nothing too special. Nothing too special is needed, though. That's how it goes. Yeah, that's the power of running the full Kurokumo team. That's not bad. I don't know, the bleed E.G.O Gifts help a lot. I feel like our actual bleed count infliction without E.G.O Gifts is, like, abysmal. Like, you've got some count in your... You've got +3 count, +3 count. You're good for bleed count if you're running full Kurokumo, but, like... No bleed count on you. No bleed count on you. 1 bleed count there, and I think that's the only bleed count on you, if I'm not mistaken? I think so. Yeah. You kind of... If you're actually trying to run a Kurokumo team, you probably want an ID that's good for getting, like, bleed count on with you, like, you know, throw on, like, a Rhino or, like, an N-Corp unit, that sort of thing. They're a big flaw, they focus on bleed, yet have such bad bleed synergy. But anyways, that'll be all for this time. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye!